Wellies, wear them in. Wellies, boots, sandals, wear them in. You're going to be walking all day from, well, whenever you decide to wake up. Literally all day, you're going to be on your feet. That's what you want to do. You're going to be comfortable, go walking. Find yourself a dog. That one's doing shit. But I found one, and he won't stop following me. And you might think, oh, I don't want to wear wellies. I'll just wear my boots. That's what you're going to be facing. And that'll be your boots ruined in 10 seconds. I actually wore boots the one year, I want to say 2013. Not shit boots, the good kind of boots that would have halved Frodo and Sam's journey to deliver the One Ring to Mordor. And I think I wore them for all of 20 minutes, and then the mud was soaked into it, the laces were ruined, and luckily I packed my wellies as well. So always pack wellies, even if you're just going to take some boots and try them first. I mean, if they do get damaged and you need some wellies, you'll always have shops like Fat Frank's and others inside the arena to pick up some emergency pairs. But you want to be comfortable, you want to be dry, do the right thing, wear the wellies. If you've got your wellies and they're just not comfortable at all, remember you can get insoles. Remember, you'd rather be an insole than an out. So, we want to talk packing list now. We have got packing list written out here, so I'm going to go through all the essentials, what you need, what's a bit like, you know, suggested, but everything on this list is what's going to get me through the 5 days there. We're talking, you know, like camping essentials, download specific essentials. So first item on the list is, the most important, is the tent. Obviously if you're going RIP options or whatever, you might be sleeping in a swanky hut or even a hotel, but we've got tent. You know, you've got to make sure you check your tent, as you've seen in the video previously. Check you got the pegs, mallet, you know, maybe some tape in case your tent has got a tear. You don't want to be getting soaked when you're trying to sleep. I'm just going to read the list as we go. So I'm a bit bougie sometimes, and I'll put air fresheners because you don't want to get into a, you know, musty, horrible, stinky tent. So air fresheners, just the little cheap ones. I'll put a picture somewhere here of the ones I mean. I think like 80p a pop. I like to take a flag just so it's easier to find a tent at the end of the day. So a flag and a flagpole. Bed. Normally I would take an air bed, but this year I'm going to take a fold-up bed. It almost like collapses the same way that a camping chair does, so it goes nice and compact. Keeps you off the ground as well, so you do, you know, you stay a bit warmer. You're not on the cold ground. Sleeping bag, we've just got a regatta, fairly thick because it does get a lot colder of the nights. You might think it's roasting during the day, you'll get sunburned, but of the night, as soon as the sun drops, you will get cold and you'll wake up cold in the middle of the night. So you should definitely consider the sleeping bag that you're taking. A neck cushion we've got here. It's all about comfort for me. I am a bit of a sissy when it comes to comfort. So good neck cushion, like so. And obviously going with that, you do want a nice good quality cushion also. I tend to just take one. We've just got the normal cushions you use for your bed, so take a couple of those. Earplugs, I'm terribly light sleeper, so I'll be taking earplugs to wear as I go to bed. You know, just listening to a little bit of conversation, it keeps my brain ticking over to no end, so silence for me to be able to fall asleep. And there's just clothes, got a few things here. T-shirts, I'm going to take 7 T-shirts. You know, just you can never be too careful. If you go out you get drenched, you're going to come back and get changed. At least you can do. And then next, oh, 2 seconds, I'll just grab this. Hello? Yeah, I'm just wondering if you'd be able to do the patches on the back of my jacket. Yeah, I know, I'm 28 years old, Mum. I know. Sorry, where were we? T-shirts, set times 7, shorts. I'll probably take 2 pairs of shorts, that normally does me, really. Combats are normally better with your multiple pockets and everything because, you know, lots of stuff to carry around. I've put potentially jeans, but I've never wore jeans at download. If you commit to the jeans and it ends up being a scorcher, you'd just be roasting. Boxers, 8 pairs. Socks, 8 pairs. Again, you never know how you don't want to get drenched through to your kecks and you got nothing else to wear. Wellies, I've badgered on about wellies for long enough now. I will be taking boots just in case. A baseball cap and sleepwear. I always wear joggers to sleep, tracksuit bottoms, a hoodie, t-shirt, shorts, a beanie if it really is that cold, it does happen, and then a pair of flip-flops just for in and around the tent when I'm not going to the arena or village. Next we've got toiletries, so I'll be taking baby wipes. I'm sure if you listen to the Dear Download podcast or you're in the Dear Download Discord, you're aware that I just take the 5 wipes for the festival, 1 a day, saving the planet 1 wipe at a time. Deodorant, just a roll-on good quality deodorant. Toothpaste, toothbrush, stuff to do your hair. You've got hair clay, hairspray. Because I will be going RIP this year in Sleepy Hollow, I will have access to the showers, so we've got shower gel and just some, you know, Head and Shoulders. Baby powder, I do put this, it's worth taking if it is a wet one, just to put on your feet before you put your walking socks on and then your wellies. You will thank me later for that. That's just a bit of a top tip really. Baby powder in the wellies, sun cream and after sun. So if you get burnt, you'll wish you hadn't. So take your sun cream, get a good quality after sun, put it on every night before you go to bed. You'll be waking up in the morning feeling a lot better about yourself if you do that. Next up, it's kind of like a miscellaneous section now. So you've got a table. It's always worth taking a table, like for you preparing your breakfast, or if you go back and you're preparing your lunch or dinner. It's always worth having somewhere to set up. You're not just working on the floor or on the floor inside your tent. A chair. No, obviously I'm saying these things chair is a given. You will need a chair, take a chair. But a table, that may be a bit of a luxury. If you've got to wheel your stuff or even carry your stuff all the way from the car, you may struggle to, you know, carry everything, but you can always do multiple trips back to the car. You don't have to take everything all at once. So just bear that in mind. A torch, you'll always need a torch. Don't forget a torch. Don't rely on your phone for the torch because you'll just drain your battery and you'll be without a phone. Get a good quality torch. battery packs. I haven't got them with me, but just a good quality battery pack from Amazon. You're looking like £30 potentially for a good quality one. Some of them are on sale at the moment for about £23. A speaker. It's always worth taking a speaker, you know, in the mornings when you're getting ready. You don't want to be bored out your mind, so it's worth having a speaker. You know, just to get you in the mood really for what the day holds. A mirror for getting ready. Bin liners. You want to keep a nice tidy camp. You don't want to be rolling around in your own muck, like your own rubbish and everything thrown around. So get some bin liners. Look after the site. I'm sure everyone else would appreciate that as well. I always take some cable ties and some tape. Again, if anything breaks or tears, it's always worth having those just as a last minute repair. And I have put cash, whereas this year download is going to be cashless. It's all going to be card and contactless. How strict they're going to be on that, I don't know, because I'm aware some people will just have cash and won't be aware that it's a cashless festival, so we'll see about that one. Final section, we've got food and drink. I was just getting the stuff out of the loft there, and unfortunately I appear to have trodden on something on the way down. Oh no. Look what I've done. I've destroyed a pack of Pringles. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to eat those now, unfortunately. Can't believe I've done that. So, there is a co-op on site where you can buy all your bits and bobs and everything, but I have gone ahead and just bought a handful of stuff. I'm not going overboard like I've done in the past, but we've got, you know, just bits, got pot noodles, we've got a few of those, so you just need to get some boiling water, either boil it yourself or some vendors will be kind enough to boil you some water. They may charge you, but it's not going to be much more than £1, maybe some boiling water. Big bags of crisps, some sweets, sweet things. Yeah, that is it. For snacks, I'm not going overboard because there is a co-op on site, and you know they are all fairly priced in the co-op. So don't break your back bringing loads of beers or anything like that, because get attacked by a fly. You know, you don't need to do that. True essential is take your water. You don't want to be getting dehydrated. You just make yourself feel worse. You know, you're there for a good time, but you'll be having a worse time if you do get dehydrated. So take some water, even if you just drink it in the mornings when you're at the tent, in the arena. Get some soft drinks. You know, look after your body, and it'll look after you. What else we got? Oh, there's just some Monster there. I only got the pack of 4, but because again, you know, it's just weight where it's not needed, really. And I'm sure they'll have some available on site. In terms of alcohol, I've got some Carlsberg that I am going to take, but again, co-op. Dragon soup. I searched forever to find these, and I finally found some, and I'm being told that apparently it tastes dreadful, so that's good to know. So we've got dragon soup, and I have got some of the Dead Man's Finger caffeinated drinks on the way as well. They've suddenly come out and everyone wants them, so luckily I've been able to get my hands on some of those. Something that I haven't taken before is boiling the bags. Me and the wife, we do camp regularly and we do use these. These are a lifesaver really. Instead of messing about with your mess tins, putting some beans in there, cooking some sausages, you know, everything on top of that, then you get your washing up to do. You can get these from Go Outdoors or even on Amazon. Go Outdoors, at the time of buying these, they did have a deal on, and it was buy 4, get your third one. Buy 3, get your fourth one free. That's what I was trying to say. And they're normally £5 a go. So if you buy 4, you get them for £15 essentially. And if you think the breakfast in the village, if you're buying breakfast every day, you'll spend £15 in 2 days. So, you know, to get your breakfasts for the duration of the festival for £15, it was a no-brainer for me, really. So I'd recommend those. Just need a means of boiling water, substantially enough to eat them hot. If you're not bothered about eating them hot, you know, they are edible cold, but you know, it's always going to be nicer warmer. So oil in the bags, recommend. It's always worth taking a medication, you know, like a first aid box with you. You know, like your paracetamol, take some ibuprofen. Just pack everything in that you can think of, really. Throat lozenges, plasters. Something I'm going to try this year round is some rehydration treatment. So it's not something I've tried before, but I've heard that, you know, if you have a heavy night drinking or whatever, if you have one of these even before you go to bed, you'll feel a lot better in the morning. So we're going to give those a go. Hopefully do the job. And you know, the most important thing you're going to need is your ticket. It's paperless tickets, so it's going to be in the Ticketmaster app or on the website. What I can recommend is getting the app installed, and I'll show you now. You can go into the app and add it to your phone's wallet. So double click, Face ID, and then your ticket is there for all to see. So, and it has actually shown up now, so it is readily available. So that's what I'd recommend to do. That should work without phone signal as well, because I know phone signal's a bit spotty at Donington Park. So that's a recommendation also. And the most important thing is obviously have fun. You know, you go in there for your 5 days, your 4 days, 3 days, whatever you're doing, even if you're going for the day, just make the most of it. We had long enough not being able to enjoy these things in more previous years, and I think we all take it for granted when we do have it. So make the most of every moment, enjoy yourselves, and if you see me, come say hi. I'd love to speak to anyone who enjoys the videos or, you know, is involved in the Discord that we have for Dear Download Podcast. Yeah, it'd be great to see everyone and you know, have a drink. If you haven't already, go and follow the Dear Download Podcast on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, on all of those platforms. It's everything you need to know about download, leading up to download, and we even do a Wednesday morning episode where you can send your voice clips in and everyone can listen on the way to download. So that's great. Also, I want to recommend Simon Bond. His YouTube channel is excellent, leading up to download. He'll give you much the same as what I'm doing here today. Essential packing lists, recommendations, you know, everything you need to know about download. He's your man. Previous years, he's got videos on there. So Simon Bond, I'll put his link in the description. Also, I'd like to recommend Chid's Vids. Ben is brilliant. He's doing the vlog a day at the moment, and I'm sure he'll be vlogging his experience at download also. So I'll put his link down below as well. So that's it. All we've got to do now is get to site and start setting up that tent. Don't argue too much with whoever you're setting up with, because that's not a good start. Get yourself set up, crack a beer, and I'll see you in there. I'm going to eat some broken Pringles. Bye bye.